Morning, Fresh Fam. I am exhausted. I was talking to you guys yesterday about food, right? About like my opportunities to eat. So I did get home at a decent time. I got home at 5:45, I think. No, 4:45. Like 4:40, yeah, 4:45. And that gave me enough time to take care of the dogs. And then at that time, that would have been the most opportune time to eat something. But I didn't know that I was going to get home at that time. So that's why I ate junk earlier, because it's like, well, I don't know if I'm going to have the time. Like, most of the time I don't have time. Most of the time with traffic and everything, I'm running behind and I don't have time to actually get to home to cook a meal or anything like that. So in any event, I got home, took care of the dogs, and then Audrey was like, hey, I'm at Mamma Mia rehearsal a little bit later. Can you pick me up around 6? Sure, no problem. I needed to charge anyways, so I went I changed after the dogs were done, and then I went to the charger that was by my house and charged while I did some more research on thumbnails. And then I went and picked her up, and I was like, hey, like, are you hungry? Do you want to stop and get something like on the way? And she was like, no, we're already running late. Let's just go. She was like, you can drop me off and get something to eat if you want, but I don't want to be any later than we already are. And I was like, all right, that's fine. Like, I understand, kid. So yeah, I got to Top Billing and literally just had snacks. So Top Billing has like a little snack bar, and there's just like chips and, cookies. There's some granola bars in there, candy, soda, diet soda. So yeah, I just had some Sun Chips and some random other stuff while I was at rehearsal. Then, by the time I was done, it was like after 9 o'clock, 9:30 or so, and she was hungry, I was hungry. The only thing that's on the way home that's open is McDonald's, so I got McDonald's. And then I dropped her off and went home and fell asleep eating McDonald's on my couch. So that's how my night ended. And I got a call late last night that I have an 8 a.m. call this morning. Mind you, the call is in Paris, California, not France. So at least I didn't have to get on a plane or anything. But it's in Paris. I live in Ontario. The call's at 8 a.m. and I have to get the part in, I don't know, off of wherever this is, where the part is, Mira Loma, and then get to the part. But here's the caveat. I have to drop the kids off for school this morning because their mom worked last night, which means that she's not home on time to get them all to school. So who does that? I do. So on the days when she works nights, I take care of them in the morning so that they're at school on time. Well, they go to school early, and they all get dropped off in the 7 o'clock hour. So herein lies the issue. My start time is 8 a.m. sharp for this call. It is 8:07. I'm barely picking up the part for this call. Now, if I don't make it on time, we don't get paid. Now, as long as the customer doesn't complain, then we're usually okay. It only becomes an issue when they're like, hey, it's 8 o'clock on the dot and you're not here yet. What's going on? And they complain, we get in trouble, it's a whole thing. I've been in contact with the customer to let him know, hey, I'm running behind. So I'm hoping that he doesn't complain. I'm hoping that all goes well. I'm hoping that we don't run into any issues. But, dude, it's like, how do I manage it all? And I got up, well, I set my alarm for 6 so that I could make sure that I was up and ready and dogs were taken care of and everything. Fell asleep because I was exhausted. I was running on 3 hours of sleep the night before, and it was a very long day. So I fell back to sleep till 6:45. But I was still able to get it done. I showered, let the dogs out, got them fed, still made it to the kids on time. And now I'm on my way to take care of these calls. I have not eaten anything because I didn't have time. And so my brain is not firing on all pistons like it normally is right now, or should be right now. But yeah, I have a call today here in Paris, and then Air Force Base in Riverside, and then Chino, and then Victorville. And then later on this evening, my very, very close personal friends have children that are doing a musical, and it's opening night. And I'm not going to miss that. You know what I mean? They're like my best friends in the world. And their kiddos perform, and I want them to come when my kiddos perform. And I love them, and I want to support their kids. So I'm going to go support the kids, and I'm going to go see their musical, and it's going to be wonderful. And I'm looking forward to it, genuinely. But man, I am exhausted and nervous about this call. I'll keep you guys posted. I gotta run in and pick up this part real quick, and then I will catch up with you guys in a bit. These are more or less my goals. Pause them if you want to read them, and they are changing, but they haven't changed yet. So you keep getting this same announcement until something changes. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments. You know, I can hear myself and I can hear other people. Just the whole point of this is to lock in, and I'm making a lot of excuses right now when it comes to my eating and not being able to have food. Obviously, I got to meal prep. That's all there is to it. I have to meal prep. I have to find time to meal prep so that I have stuff for the coming week, so that I can literally just grab and go. Even if I don't fully, I don't know. I mean, I'm in my car a lot, so it makes it really difficult to like heat up food, but whatever. I'm just going to have to figure out a way to do it, man. I have to. There's no way around it. So I think I'm going to jump on the ChatGPT and see if I can figure out. I've done this before. I've asked it like, hey, what are some foods I can get? But like, I've been doing this long enough. I know what I need, you know, and I know what I need to do. I need to actually just find the time to do it. I need to. Meal prep is annoying and difficult, but I need to learn to do the annoying and difficult things, because my frustration is if I sit down to do it and then I do it, either I get bored of the food, or I forget it, or it goes bad, or whatever. So I need to do like freezer meals. I don't want to overwhelm myself, though. I know myself, and I know that the reality is that like a lot of that stuff, it's like it'll last for a week or whatever, but it's not realistic long term. Like my days are just too busy. My time is too accounted for. So I got to figure out a way that I can just do grab and go foods. Like I said, I've been fucking with apples lately. I know that sounds weird, but like I don't really eat a ton of fruit. Like it's usually just too much sugar. So I mean, apples seem to be like the happy medium. They keep me full. So I'm definitely gonna start just grabbing some apples. I need stuff that like I can just eat with my hands and doesn't require a lot of like needing to be heated up. Oh shit! Hold on. No. Fuck. Sorry. So, I told you guys I need to arrive by 8. I have a 15-minute window where I can arrive, not physically at the site, but like hit arrive on my call saying like, hey, I'm on site. And if I miss that window, it's stupid. So I have to submit a manual closure, and I missed it. So I have to submit a form that does it manually instead of just doing it in my phone, which is a lot easier, which it's just frustrating. And I was talking to you guys instead. Man, this is feeling very defeating today. I'm feeling very out of it. I'm feeling very like behind. I think I need to upload a video still. It's filmed and edited and shot and everything. It's just hasn't been added to YouTube yet. I am run down right now, guys. Not gonna lie. I feel like I can't catch my breath. Like I'm just waiting in water and trying to catch my breath. So I gotta focus and get caught up. I'll check back in with you guys. Hopefully I have a better morning and I can actually catch my breath and get caught up on some stuff. And then I'll check back in with you guys, and it should be good. I just need to get my head put on straight with work stuff because that's a priority. I also had a rough morning with the kids. You know, they have their own priorities, and their priorities don't always align with my priorities. And so when that happens and they're running behind because they're not ready for school, then it causes issues. So I had to, chew them out this morning, or one of them in particular. Not super happy with myself, but it is what it is. I have to. I don't think I was wrong. Maybe I was a little harsh, but I wasn't wrong in what I said. So I'll talk to this child in particular later, after things have cooled off for both of us. But it was just a rough morning, so I'll keep you guys posted as things progress, and I'll let you know how my day is going. At least I have Shrek to look forward to later. I'm excited for the musical, and I'm excited to see my friends and their kids and stuff, so should be good. I hope you guys have a good day. Catch you later. Sorry, I know I'm kind of bombarding you guys right now, but I'm having thoughts, and my thoughts are the most abundant in the morning, even though I'm exhausted, even though I'm very overwhelmed. My thought processes and cognitive function is a lot higher in the morning, and it deteriorates quickly as the day goes on. So like even yesterday I had rehearsal, I had my notebook, and I wanted to sit down during the times of rehearsal where I wasn't specifically called or I didn't have something to do, and do something, but my brain was like, nope, sorry bro, I can't call on the energy that is necessary in order for me to function at the rate that you need me. And so it's I get really frustrated because I yap at you guys because my brain's like boom, 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 all these ideas are coming out, but I can't do anything about them when I'm at work. Work has to be my priority. And so I'm in my car a lot. I drive more than I work. And so I get all these great ideas, or I get all this juice to work, and it sucks because I can't action it. I can't do anything sometimes. Sometimes, I'll edit a video at a red light, you know what I mean? And every time I hit a red light, I'll stop and do something else. I just did it right now. Yesterday's video had a couple small edits, and there's no fucking shot that at 10:30 at night last night, sitting on my couch half awake, literally I was having a conversation with my roommate, and I was couldn't stay awake, literally couldn't. So trying to edit and do all that stuff that last night it just wasn't going to happen, and so I'm not trying to make excuses. This is just my reality, and so I get really frustrated because as the day goes on, I want to do more. So maybe I'm just venting to you guys a little bit, so I appreciate you guys letting me vent. But also, do you have any suggestions? Coffee doesn't work for me. When you have ADHD and you take an upper, so to speak, caffeine, it has a counter the opposite function, I guess. I can't think right now, guys. So caffeine should wake you up, but for me, I can drink a cup of coffee and go to sleep. I can drink an energy drink and go to sleep. So all I'm doing is really overloading my heart. And so I drink coffee, but it's mostly just for the flavor. It doesn't do anything to wake me up. So like, what could I do to wake myself up? The only thing that really like wakes me up is like a shower. Like if I take a shower, then that'll wake me up for a little while until the sleepiness sets in again, and then I'm fucked. So I have, you know, at night, that's the only way I can really get a second wave of energy and like a, you know. So I don't know, do you guys have any suggestions? Is there anything I can do to like, you know, like if I have a small window of time at night, is there anything I can do to like, you know, get that invigoration back up so that I can, you know, maybe knock some stuff off my list? Because I would have loved to have knocked out a couple thumbnails or something, you know, just made some progress on something. But I'm crashing pretty hard. So, and I know that you guys are like, well, why are you doing this? Because it's keeping me honest, and it's giving me something to do, and keeping me checking on my goals, and it's a creative outlet for me. And so it is still a practice that I want to continue. It so far has not been so much of a like burden or so much of an issue that I don't want to do it anymore. If anything, it's giving me more drive, and I like that. Motherfuckers, you don't go. I don't have road rage. I just have stupid people rage, and this guy is fucking king. Anywho, skadoodles, love you guys. Drop your suggestions in the comments of what I can do. Gotta pick up another part. I'm running very late. I'm not at this customer yet. Okay, love you, bye. So, I'm done. I made it out of that customer. Everything is fine. Everything's fine. I'm having a rough patch. I'm trying not to get too much in my head, but I had a thought, and it's kind of repeating itself over and over in my head. The whole point of this challenge is to build consistency with creating content, so that I don't feel so self-conscious about posting stuff. Like I'm getting over the cringe, and I'm getting over all that because just because the challenge is to be consistent regardless of if it's good or whatever it is. So I have to remember that. And then also it feels very me-centric, very like, look at me. I mean, I want to show that if you lock in and actually take your goals seriously, then you can achieve something. So I'm kind of creating now, hoping that the future that comes out on the other side of this in a year from now is better than where I am now, so that I can show that my consistency paid off. But it's really hard because I don't see, it's only been a couple weeks, but I don't see any real like progress. Nobody's really giving me feedback. Nobody's watching. Nobody's giving me comments. And so it's really hard because like I want to interact, that's all. I'm just begging or hoping for somebody to see this so that I can, interact with people. Like I said, I want to build a community here. And something that's playing in my head right now, which is really, really hard to not let take me down because it's really defeating, is that the only way that content that I put out into the world thrives or does well is if I'm entertaining or if I bring you value. And I don't know that this was created to entertain necessarily. Maybe there are some people who find entertainment in it, but that wasn't the purpose of it. And so my goal was to bring value. And so I guess I don't know if I'm not bringing any value, if I don't have anything of value, then I don't have purpose. I don't know what my purpose is. I don't know. I don't know why I'm doing this other than hoping that there are other people out there that think the way that I think, that feel the way that I feel, that want the things that I want. And my hope is that we all find each other, because if not, I don't know what I'm doing. I know I have I've always had this feeling that I'm meant for something more and I'm meant for something bigger, but I don't know what that is. I don't feel like I have purpose, and it's really tough to keep putting one foot in front of the other when you don't know what you're marching towards. So, sorry, I didn't mean to get really emotional. I'm feeling it today. I'm not having a very good day mentally, but just wanted to share that with you guys because it's on my mind. And so hopefully, if I keep going and this video gets to somebody and they don't want to keep going, then maybe something good will happen for me, and it'll be proof to somebody else, and then they'll keep going so that they get whatever good thing is coming to them. I will say something positive that has come out of today is one of my friends posted a video of me singing yesterday during rehearsal for my show, and I didn't want her to post it. I lost my voice a little bit from the Dodgers, World Series and yelling and stuff, and I wasn't prepared to sing. I didn't think we were going to do that song, and so I was nervous about singing. I was nervous about doing that performance, and it wasn't my best work. It wasn't my best performance, but a couple people commented about Audrey. Apple crisp. Oat milk shaken espresso. Thank you so much. Potato chive bakes. No worries. It's all good. Thank you so much. Have a good day. Thank you too. The sugar plum Danish, I think it's called. Yeah, cheese Danish. And that cranberry bliss bar. That cranberry bliss bar fucks me up. Oh, I didn't realize that all the fucking Christmas stuff was back, or the holiday treats, or whatever the fuck they're called. Sorry. Sorry. I was able to collect myself because I was getting super emotional. I apologize. I don't want to be that guy that comes on here and gets emotional on the internet. I'm in my head today, guys, and I'm definitely feeling it. What's happening? What's happening? What? Where? When? What? What did I do? Oh, fuck, I can't make a U-turn here. Jesus H. Christ. So, yeah, sorry. I'm in my head today, guys, and I'm trying to get out of it. I want to make it illegal here. There's no one around. I gotta fucking go back to this military base. Anywho, something good that came. My phone got hot, and when it gets hot, it turns off. And so it turned off, and it allowed me a moment to collect myself. And then I saw a Starbucks right across the street from the Army base that I have to go to. And so I decided I'm going to go to Starbucks because I haven't eaten anything today. And I'm probably, needing something because it's 11 o'clock and I haven't eaten anything. So I went to Starbucks, and I was like, oh, I heard that they have that winter bear or whatever. Like, apparently that's a big deal. And I have a couple friends that are looking for them. I don't really give a shit about it, but if I could find one, then maybe I could give it to somebody. And so anyways, I went looking for that, and then I realized that all the Christmas stuff was there. And so I don't know what my caloric intake is going to be for today, but it's a lot of sugar because that sugar plum Danish is really good, but that Cranberry Bliss bar is a problem, like a legitimate problem. Like during last Christmas season, I think I got one of those like every single day. It's a problem for me. So I got one, but I'm not gonna go crazy on them. But yeah, so sorry. Something really good that came out of today was that video that my friend posted. I did not want her to post it. I was embarrassed about it because of the fact that I had lost my voice. I didn't think that I was able to like sing it very well. And so I was like, please don't post it. And she was like, you're getting posted. And I was like, okay, fine. And so a couple people pointed out that Audrey was looking at me in a very like loving way. Hang on a second. Howdy.
Nathan, right?
Yes, that's me. Do you want me to just follow you in, or how does it?
Yeah, just be basically right behind me.
Sure.
And that'll be it. I'll just let them know that you're with me. There's some construction going on, so
okay.
It's gonna be a little slower.
No worries. I'll follow at your pace.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, no worries. They mentioned that Audrey was just looking at me in a very like, you know, with like admiration and love, and she just was smiling while I was singing, and it was like I went back and watched the video, and it was a really precious moment. And I thought to myself, you know, if nothing else, the legacy that I leave behind for my kids will be that, you know, I loved music, and it was something that I was able to give to my kids, and it is something that I share with my daughter, my love of musicals. And, you know, I know that her exposure to it at her age, you know, and her talent and her drive is a million what mine is. And so I know that she's going to be able to go on and do great things with it. I think that she could very easily be on Broadway and make a living, you know, doing that, because she has so much drive and dedication, and she's amazing and talented. And if she doesn't do that, she's going to go and do art. And if she doesn't do that, she's going to go and be a veterinarian. She's whatever she puts her mind to, she's going to accomplish. All of my kids are amazing and talented. And so that was at least the one little glimmer of, you know, bright shining light when I was feeling kind of down today. And so I'm going to just give myself grace, and I'm going to enjoy all these treats and try again tomorrow. I talked to ChatGPT about hang on, he's got to check my ID, I think. Give me a second. Hang on a second. How you doing, sir?
How's it going?
Pretty good. Yourself?
It's going good. Alright, perfect. I'm going
Awesome.
right.
Thanks, man.
Follow him, right?
Yep, sounds good. Thank you. Military bases are scary because, you know, it's the military, and it's one wrong move and you can get in trouble, and I don't know, I just want to be safe. So anyways, I'm gonna enjoy these treats. Oh yeah, I talked to ChatGPT about like what I could do as far as like eating and being on the go, and it basically just said go to Chick-fil-A and get grilled chicken nuggets, a bunch of them, and eat that every day. And I'm like, okay, not really helpful, ChatGPT, but whatever. I'll figure it out, guys. I'm gonna figure it out. I have to set some goals and then actually stick to them. Like, not just trying to accomplish tasks every day, but like I have to do the hard things, the hard work. And it just hasn't really like, I feel like I keep making videos about how I'm unsuccessful, and that's not the point of this. I have to actually stick to something and do something that's difficult, and finding a way to fit healthy eating into my current lifestyle is my current most difficult task. So that's what I'm working on right now. I'm sorry I'm talking a lot today, guys. It's just been a weird day. I love you guys. I'll check in with you when I have more. Okay, bye. Okay, I'm getting food, so shut up. Just shut up. What's up, dude?
1637.
There you go.
Any sauce?
Just honey. Yeah. Oh, thank you. Thank you. No worries. Awesome, thank you. Thank you.
Have a nice day.
You too. Okay, I just had a thought. Do you guys want me to just tell you every single thing that I eat? So that way you can either judge me or just so you know like what I'm eating, when I'm eating it, and then you can be a part of that journey? Or is it just like, we don't give a shit, Seth, we don't care, stop talking about what you're eating? So for instance, right now I was like, I'm gonna get Arby's because I can't remember the last time I've had Arby's. It's been probably, I don't know, over 20 years. I don't eat Arby's. Who eats Arby's? Well, I had my answer because I was on the phone with the therapy people. So I have two different referrals. Both of my referrals are referring out of Kaiser. One is for talk therapy, and then one is for psych evaluation, specifically for ADHD diagnosis. Now, for those of you who are wondering or are not following along, I am diagnosed with ADHD, but not through Kaiser, which is my primary insurance. I was so sick of the runaround from Kaiser that I went through a third party. It was an online specialist. It was called ADHD Online. So essentially, Kaiser wouldn't honor the diagnosis from ADHD Online because they said that, like, basically they were like, oh, that's a pill farm, you know, like they give you a diagnosis, and it's kind of like, the way I see it is that you can go to your regular doctor, and you can get doctors that will do the full evaluation and blah blah blah, and then they'll either decide to do it or not to do it. And then you have these places where you can just sign up, and it's associated with doctors. Like, I have a full diagnosis. It's like a 25-page diagnosis, and it was checked by multiple doctors, but according to them, it's not sufficient, and they won't honor it. So then I couldn't get medication through Kaiser, so I had to go through the same, the same place where I got my diagnosis. But that's kind of wherein lies the issue, is that because it's not my insurance, they charge whatever they want. And to get medication management, the initial evaluation was like $275, and then medication after that is like $90 per month, probably. I think that's what it was, $90 per month for medicine. And so it just wasn't, I didn't have the money for it. So I never got diagnosed, or I never got medication, and then I digress. So now I'm referred for psych eval in order to speak to a specialist about getting diagnosed and actually getting medication management under my insurance. So I was this person that I was referred to was amazing. He said they have really, it was just the guy signing up the appointment, but he was like, we have really good reports. He was like, you're in the right place for adult ADHD diagnosis. He was like, you'll be successful here, I promise. He didn't promise, but he was like, I'm sure of it. We have a lot of people that are in the same boat as you as far as like adult ADHD diagnosis goes. And I'm like, oh my God, finally, I feel like I'm getting some movement. So I have an appointment on the books with a clinician who's going to do the evaluation on the very first day, which is it's in 2 weeks. And then I just filled out my intake form for talk therapy. That therapist is a specialist in the types of therapies that I'm interested in, which would be EMDR and I believe it's called DBT, dialectic something therapy, specifically for narcissistic personality disorder and borderline personality disorder, which I'm not diagnosed. I just believe that is a very good possibility, and I'm hoping to get diagnosed, and maybe through this process they will be able to do that or rule it out. I don't know. So yeah, that was really good. And then so anyways, I'm up in the high desert, and I'm getting ready to drive back down to my home, and I have to go through the pass in order to do that. So I was like, I haven't eaten. What did I eat? Oh, I ate the Starbucks stuff. So I did eat, but I was like, I'm hungry again. It's 3 o'clock, and that was several hours ago. So I was like, well, let me get on the road, since I'm about to get on the freeway and I'm going to drive for an hour. Let me get some food. So I pulled into this Arby's, and then I was sitting there doing all this therapy stuff. And so then I was done. I was like, okay. And I started to go through the drive-thru, and literally like all of the drive-through like menus are gone. Like everything's like been opened and ripped out and everything's gone. And then I pull up to the window, and this window says, "Sorry for the inconvenience, we are closed permanently." So I was like, oh shit, I've been sitting there this whole time and there's not even anybody here that can help me. So anyways, I pull into Popeyes because it's literally right next door. The only other thing was In-N-Out, and I think In-N-Out might have been the better choice, but I have been having a really tough time with In-N-Out lately. Sometimes I just don't feel like it. Other times it messes up my stomach. So I don't know, I just was like, let me just go with a chicken sandwich. So I got a chicken sandwich, fries, I got 2 pies, and a biscuit, and a Diet Coke. So that's what I had. Just breaking it down so you guys know, like, legitimately. So when I'm saying that like my food's not great right now, it's not great right now. I'm just eating while I'm out. I'm eating fast food for the most part. I'm still going to the gym whenever I can, but diet's not where it needs to be. So if I'm not losing weight, it's my own fault. I understand that. But I'm really excited because therapy seems to be going really well. I'm finally going to be matched with a therapist that I believe will help me with the therapies that I need, and hopefully a psych eval that gets me the diagnosis that I need, and then hopefully medication management with the actual ailments and issues that I'm dealing with, and hopefully that'll get me back on track, or on track. Just I've never had diagnosis and medication ever. The only medication I've had was for like depression, anxiety, and like overall well-being, but not specific to ADHD. So I'm really excited about that. So thank you guys for just allowing me to, take on this challenge so that I could get to this point, because this consistency is genuinely helping me to take care of things. So I'm really excited. I started off this day pretty rough, but that has been pretty positive. So yeah, I'm on my way home. I'm gonna take care of the dogs and then change, and then I'm going to go see that show, Shrek. As of right now, it's 3 o'clock. It says my ETA home is 4:30, so should be all right. And I'll catch up with you guys in a little bit. Okay, love you, bye.